When we begin to make the mortise, we mortise 2 mil away from our shoulder line. As the chisel pushes back once it hits the material, as the material pushes the grinding angle further into the material and pushing the shoulder line back a couple of mil. As you can see, I chiseled 2 mil off the line and I pushed it back a fraction. Now I'm going to mortise with the chisel on the line. When I hit it with the mallet, you can see that the chisel pushes back and goes past our shoulder line, as we can see in the video now. It goes back roughly a mil past our shoulder line, which causes an inaccurate and unprecise mortise from the very beginning. This is why we mortise 2 mil from the shoulder line to ensure we create an accurate and nice mortise. Once we have the shoulder line created, we can begin to work into the middle, ensuring that our chisel is always perpendicular to the surface in which we are mortising. It is very important to take your time and don't try to force the chisel too far down into the material, as you're just compressing the fibres and making it a lot harder to remove. This is why it's important to use 2 or 3 strokes of the mallet to ensure that you're chopping the fibres and removing the material. As you can see, I'm keeping the base of the chisel facing back towards the shoulder line, working my way into the middle. This ensures that we're removing the material accurately, pushing the material backwards. Once we get into the middle, we turn the chisel the opposite direction to ensure that we're using the base of the chisel working backwards to ensure we create a nice, accurate, precise mortise. We begin to work from the shoulder line back into the centre, as we always have material to be removed and don't leave ourselves with a shoulder line of less than a mil to be removed, as it will be a lot harder to remove with the mallet. So what happens if you don't turn the chisel around? As you can see, I'm using the chisel using the grinding angle facing towards my shoulder line. It's driving the chisel back into the material in which we removed, creating an angle in our piece. Once we get closer to the shoulder line, the chisel begins to curve the surface at the shoulder line. When we remove the clamp and look at the piece, we can see that we're gone past our shoulder line and it creates a ramp shape at the shoulder line, which is an inaccurate and not precise mortise, as it is not perpendicular to our surface in which we are trying to mortise. This is why we keep the base of the chisel facing backwards towards the shoulder line to ensure we create a nice flush shoulder line. This process can be continued throughout the mortising, ensuring that you're keeping the chisel perfectly 90 degrees to the surface and also taking your time when mortising.